Hey everyone, I just came out of Ahold Delhaize AGM where I asked their CEO, Frans Muller, a crucial question. What is the company doing about its methane emissions? A new report by Profundo, commissioned by Mighty Earth, shows that Ahold Delhaize's methane emissions for meat and dairy alone are higher than the total emissions of countries like Sweden or Denmark. And half of those emissions come from Ahold Delhaize's US brands. Despite Ahold Delhaize's net zero pledge, and a goal to cut Scope 3 emissions by 30% in 2030, their emissions from food, land and agriculture have actually risen by 9% according to their 2024 annual report. So I asked their CEO, Frans Muller, to break this trend and make methane a priority.
As you may know, methane is a very potent greenhouse gas. It's over 80 times more potent than CO₂ on a 20-year basis. And as such, it's often considered a superheater, and climate scientists agree that a rapid reduction of man-made methane emissions is crucial in fighting climate change, and it is also the most cost-effective way of doing so.
I asked for three things. 1, transparent methane disclosure. 2, a strong and ambitious reduction target, at least 30% by 2030, in line with the climate science and the international community who have signed on to the global methane pledge. And finally, I asked about their plant-based ambitions. So what was his answer? Well, it was disappointing.
We look at our Scope 3 greenhouse gas emissions as a whole and target the most material activities in our supply chain. And we also plan to take initiatives based on the areas of our value chain with the highest intensity and greatest potential for the reduction. And as a result, a large portion of our reduction activities are indeed in agriculture. And this inherently addresses methane emissions, as it is a potent greenhouse gas, which is present in agriculture. So also in our SBTi Scope 3 targets, we have methane as in CO₂ equivalent targets also captured. Many of our brands have in place sustainable or regenerative agriculture programs, as well as animal feed programs, both of which will reduce methane emissions.
Whilst he acknowledged that agriculture is a major source of emissions and needs to be tackled, and he acknowledged that methane is an important greenhouse gas to reduce, he did not commit to methane reduction targets. He did not commit to reporting on Ahold Delhaize's methane emissions, and he also did not specify any clear plans for the US market and made no comments on any kind of extension of the plant-based ambitions to the US market. If Ahold Delhaize is serious about its climate action, they need to get serious about methane. Science is clear and the time is to act now.